A live look at the Flats in Atlanta, Georgia, Bobby Dodd Stadium. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. It's the Louisville Cardinals and the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. Reese Davis, David Palmer, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
Guys, Louisville's head coach told me before the game, this running back has been unstoppable this season. He is ranked top 5 in the country in rushing yards, and people are starting to mention his name in the Heisman talk. He is really devastating at the line of scrimmage, showing patience running behind blocks, and Coach said he belongs in this conversation as long as he keeps his head down and continues to do his job. Reese?
All right, Holly. The Yellow Jackets headed toward the ball, and we're ready for action. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. He'll start on the ground with Brown. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
Running backs just have to be a weapon in the passing game, even for little dump-offs and checkdowns.
Yeah, find your matchups. I mean, you think about running back versus a linebacker. We like that matchup in space, and so find ways to get the football to your running back in space where you can break tackles and make things happen because they're just so dynamic.
Now they'll face 3rd and 4 in their first possession of the game. The RPO, it's complete. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the 1st down. They have it at the 36. David, that is a great security blanket for a quarterback to have a tight end to make those conversions.
Dang right. Find the big fella on 3rd and short. Dependable, clutch, nice hands, 1st down.
The Cardinals will snap it on 1st and 10. The give to Brown. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple.
Just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Back to pass. And his throw is incomplete.
I'll tell you what, you could tell the defense knew exactly what they were doing. They were dialed in, took away the primary target, and then it's on you as an offense. Now I got to adjust. I got to do something different to what they're doing.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Throws it back. Rushes on him. And the deflection on 3rd down. How big is that? Forces a 4th down.
And no surprise, this offense has their foot on the pedal, trying to take advantage of a defense that struggled in their last game. Obviously, they lost that one, but nice play early, swatting that ball away. That should help this defense's confidence.
Inside, it's Hosley. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And on that play on the RPO, they had the look they wanted, but up front, they just could not get the job done. You see linemen losing their one-on-one battles. There was nowhere for that running back to go.
And the Yellow Jackets now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Dropping back, it's Mendoza. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
It's always interesting to view the good teams, the teams that are ranked versus the teams that aren't ranked. And this defense, man, like, how do they play it today? I love that start, man. Coming out aggressive, flying around, playing like your hair's on fire, getting a sack to start this game, getting a little momentum on their side.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And the misfires. He was looking for a man along the left side.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
No fair catches here, looking for room. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Louisville's offense is taking the field, and they look ready to go. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Makes the grab. It's forward. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play. These routes have some reads and adaptability built in, and the big fella found that cushion and made the play.
Man, it's so awesome how much offenses have evolved. They know exactly what they're getting, where to sit down, quarterback, tight end, on the same page, gets the first down.
Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Wants to throw it again, and why not? Snags it, and there's running room. He's at the 10. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Louisville. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the finisher coming on a touchdown pass from 52 yards out. And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 20-yard line. Pretty good job of coverage on that kick. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Scanning the field, it's Mendoza. Got it in the middle, it's Addison. Breaks into the open. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. An explosive play to start the drive, and they'll try to keep the D on its heels. Looking for room, it's Hosley. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
Quarterback may change this route. To the air on 2nd down. What a job to lay out and make the catch. The Yellow Jackets are in the hurry-up.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line. And he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hosley. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's give him 10 yards on the play, and it is enough for a first down.
Well, the offense didn't have the result they wanted on that first drive, having to punt, but they're having a lot more success here on the second drive. They're having some balance, and they're getting a rhythm. I think a big part of that is their ability to run the football. Very, very important to them, and doing a nice job on that last play, picking up the first down.
Looking to throw, it's Mendoza. Got his man. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
And the Yellow Jackets have it with a 1st and 10. Takes the handoff. It's Hosley. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Running inside. It's Alexander. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Georgia Tech.
That's a nice job by the offense there in their second drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. That didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls, and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find the rhythm.
You got to like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll and it comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't, but I like the response. Their defense does their job, gets them the football back. They come out, execute. Nice job getting on the scoreboard.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Brown. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard games.
Makes the grab in their space. He wasn't far from taking it to the house, and that'll be the final play of the first quarter. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Brown running left. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Looking to fire. Grabbed behind the line, it's Brown. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
And a really nice job by the defense winning 2nd down. I think the quarterback thought he could dump this off, maybe get some positive yards, set up a good 3rd down. The defense did a great job responding and getting that running back on the ground.
Not quite a ways to go to keep this drive going. It's 3rd down from the 45. Laterals it back. Pocket breaking down. Knocked down way behind the line of scrimmage. They'll call it a 9-yard loss. And the Cardinals will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Solid punt, headed toward the sideline, trying to make it tough to return. And he will boom that punt out of bounds. No chance for a return. Let's see where the officials spot it. Georgia Tech's offense comes out ready to get this drive going. They tied it with a touchdown the last time they had it and trying to complement the defense's good work by taking the lead here. On the move, it's Hosman. Can't get him to the ground. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
He'll run it again. He never had a chance on the draw. Tackled almost as soon as he got the ball.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Got his man downfield. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. So first down didn't exactly go according to plan. Let's see what they can dial up on second down.
Reese, I got him right where I want him, okay? I'm going to throw the football. Now I can get back in shotgun. Let's forget the running game stuff. We're going to play a little pitch and catch and see how good that secondary is.
Back to throw, it's Mendoza. Got the back over the middle. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
Really nice job by the running back setting up that angle route. He's making it look like he's running to the flat, and then he puts his foot in the ground, cuts back across the defender's face, and makes himself an easy target for the quarterback.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you could tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. The Yellow Jackets want to move quickly. They'll run it. It's Alexander. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Second down, they'll go to the air. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming. They'll play it safe and try for 3. The kicker will reach for a 36-yard attempt. Just drives it between the uprights. And with that, they've taken the lead.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Snags a quick pass on the left. Found a little bit of room there to get it up to the 30 before going out of bounds.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass. Release to the back. Makes the catch. It's Brown. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10.
And that's a really fun toy to have. When you can go 5 wide and use your running back, man, and make them have to cover him with a bigger body. A guy that he's faster than, but a guy that can now run routes. You see these running backs, man, they've developed so well in their route running. Nice route, on the same page with this quarterback. They have a nice connection right there.
The Cardinals with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Snags it and he's open. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a 1st down on the play. And it seems to be a lot easier for the quarterback to find this guy than it is for the defense.
Yeah, and I think this is a guy, Reese, that you can split him out. You can feel comfortable getting the football as many ways as possible because he is one of those matchup problems. Linebackers aren't going to be able to run with him, so try to find ways to maximize that little guy's speed and athletic ability.
Thought he saw some daylight, but this defense closed quickly, maybe picked up 1 on the play.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Got his man down the middle. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. They'll move the tight end. They're looking to pass from the red zone. They're working that left side. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinals. Lining up to add another. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And they close the deal with a 20-yard pass for 6. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Dropping back, it's Mendoza. Oh, they're after him. Makes a connection. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
I know one of the things this offense takes a lot of pride in the passing game is they feel like they can attack every area of the field. They have success when they throw it outside, but they're really good throwing to the middle of the field, too. Quarterback has confidence. There's really good timing in this passing game, and you saw it right there between the QB and his intended target, getting that big catch.
After the 4-yard completion on 1st down, now it's 2nd and 6. Might be changing the route. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Going deep. Hits him inside the 20, still going. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
That's just such a great way to answer. Your defense just gives up a touchdown, no problem. Offense come out, see what the defense is in. The passing game makes the big play down the field and the immediate answer to get the momentum back in this football game.
From inside the 10, here he comes. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. setbacks here. Motion from the back. Throws it back. Here comes the heat. Upstairs, he's got it. Turning it on. Oh, there were a few steps there. He was thinking touchdown, but they finally get him down after the big pickup at the 25. The Cardinals decide to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. This offense capable of exploding at any moment. Now they're set up inside the 30 with a 1st and 10. Sends it back in motion. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Brown. Runs through a man. He might have got some room. Headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Cardinals. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He's able to sneak his way across the 20 and steps out at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Looking downfield, it's Mendoza. Buys a little time. And he just chucks it into the 4th row.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Makes the grab on the left. Georgia Tech spins its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Looking for a huge play. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. And the Yellow Jackets line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team. Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got a man, it's Brown. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. Just enough time for 1 final play in this half. Oh, a double pass. He'll pull it down. At the 40, there he goes. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. We played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
One of the biggest days of the college football season, and we've got you covered here from the EA Sports Studios in Orlando. We start with a look at Ohio State taking on the number 16 team, the Oregon Ducks.
Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return.
And it's the Buckeyes who win it on their home turf. They take pride in protecting their dirt, so to speak, and they did so today.
The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard. Well, they have had success, and so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
Makes the catch. It's Harris. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball. And
another interception. That's number 17 on the year.
Hey, guys, I tell you what, man, they went into half. They were ready to rock and roll to start this second half. They put a nice drive together, and then it's just about managing the game, right? Don't take points off the scoreboard. I start to get an area where I'm in field goal range. I'm getting ready to score a touchdown. Be smart with the football. He gets just a little greedy, and the defense makes him pay.
The Cardinals offense headed out to go to work. They'd love nothing more than to take advantage of that early second half turnover and cash in and tack a little bit more onto this lead. And he's still running after the move. Out of bounds at the 27-yard line, and this offense needed a play like that.
And that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk, and on that RPO play, they had it dialed up and set up to go to that player in the right flat. Nice job.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Hand off, Isaac Brown. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
That back had nowhere to go. Defensive line ate up the blocks. But how about the linebackers swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
I like the play call on offense. I like you trying to get the running back involved in the pass game, too. Defense was ready for that one. Let's see what you've got dialed up on 3rd.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Throws to the wideout. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. And the Cardinals will send out the punt unit. Oh, my, he just shanked that one. Didn't get quite as much as they had hoped out of that one, and the offense will be in business. I think they're going to mark it around the 40-yard line. Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions, but I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
So now it's 2nd and long. Quarterback making checks. Looking to throw, it's Mendoza. Unloads to the wideout. Right on target this time. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels.
Great job by the quarterback throwing against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him open.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. The Yellow Jackets headed quickly to the line. The run inside. It's Hosley. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Red pass, it's complete. Touchdown, Georgia Tech! With that, they grab the lead here in the second half.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his second touchdown of the game.
And the extra point splits the uprights. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. They weren't able to move it on their last possession, ended up punting it away, but now in a tight game, another opportunity for this offense. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Finds his man. It's Foley. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there.
Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO, not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right flat.
It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
The Cardinals will have it first and 10. They'll send the back in motion. To the air on first down. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
Quarterbacks and receivers have got to be on the same page with respect to hot routes and sight adjustments. And those always happen when DBs come blitzing and they come running free like that. Can't put that one on the offensive line. That's on the QB and his receiver not being on the same page.
They gave up the sack on first down. Now it's 2nd and 11. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Second down, he'll throw it. Grabbed behind the line. It's Brown. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
And the Cardinals will punt this one away. Makes a nice grab at the 25. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. So the Yellow Jacket offense comes out to get this drive underway. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hosley. Gets away from one. He's got space. Getting up close to midfield. Gets it to the 48-yard line before being run out of bounds.
You know, good running backs are the ones that can make things happen in small spaces. That running back there found his lane, he found his crease, and there was no hesitation. He got north right away and was able to make a big-time play.
They'll give it to him again. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, third quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And this D needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
He fires a bullet to the right. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
And that's just what this defense needed. They needed to get a stop here in the third quarter. They've given up a lot of plays, a lot of points, a lot of yards. Needed to get a stop and try to get this ball back to their offense.
Punt is in the air on 4th down. Deep in his own territory as he reels in that punt. He gets it out to the 17, the cover unit right there to make the stop. They'll get this drive going from the 17. They'll start on the ground with Brown. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Caught in the backfield. It's Foley. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the third. This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short if teams want to make their move in the rankings. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. Again, it's Brown. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. They'll run for it. It's Brown. There's some room. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
Hey, man, 4th and 1 at any part of the field is risky to go for, especially when you're in your own end of the field. But they did. It was a good play call. I like them being aggressive, especially after getting that 1st down.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing yet. Oh, he's got some space. He now has 84 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
8-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. Brown again. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
Man, a lot of times offenses, they feel really good when it's second and short after a good run on first down. You'll see them be aggressive. They choose to run the football, defense ready, now setting up a third and short situation. Are they going to run it 3 times in a row? The defense probably going to be ready for that.
Gets the ball right to the 50-yard line, and that'll be enough for a first down.
And the offense runs the football, and they get the first down. And you kind of get the feeling they've already gone for it on 4th down once. Like, they're going to do it again. And that just puts so much pressure on a defense. Like, to play an extra snap over and over again is really, really difficult. This offense appears to be in an aggressive mode.
The Cardinals have this offense rolling. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Caught in the backfield, it's Brown. Could not make his way to the corner.
Well, it's important in this game this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter in space where you can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. That's in the tight end in motion. Back to pass on 2nd down. Fires to the wideout. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
And that is not where you want to miss. You do not want to miss high over the middle. A lot of that times that turns into an interception. He doesn't get that, but he's got to lower that football and give his receiver a chance to make a play.
They'll try to move the chains on this 3rd and long from the 50. Looking to throw. And the ball is out. Who's going to get it? Picks up the ball and tries to make something of it.
Doesn't it always seem like that ball is on the ground for like 30 seconds? You got 17 guys running at it in slow motion. Like, I got to get the football. Offense, very lucky to get that football back.
It's a 1-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
We're at a juncture of the game now here in the 4th quarter. 1-possession game. Every critical down and distance is going to matter. On that 4th down, the defense gets the win. Great job in the back end in coverage, forcing the incompletion and a turnover on downs.
To the air, it's Mendoza. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach. Clock is under 4 minutes as they come to the line for 2nd down. Quarterback making adjustments. Second down, they'll go to the air. He's going for a big play downfield. Snags it down the right side. All the way. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up. And getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
They'll grab the squib kick just inside the 10. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down.
Wow, they narrowly avoid disaster there. They fumble the kick return, and if that goes to the other team, all the momentum is no longer with them. So a nice job being able to pounce back on that, and the head coach breathing a huge sigh of relief.
The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this kickoff. What a play to set him up. He'll try to take it back. Inside the 10. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a golden opportunity for this offense, scooping up the ball, and now they've got it inside the 10 with the run on 1st and goal. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
Picked up some of what they needed on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. Back to pass, it's Mendoza. Got his man out of the backfield. Touchdown, Georgia Tech! And they take it in for 6 more points. They add on another score, and now that record so close to going to 8-1 on the season. And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the 4th. Fielded in the end zone. It's Jennings. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Louisville's offense has taken the field, and they look ready to go. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Short pickup of 4 on 1st down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Back to pass. It's complete on the right side. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the 1st down.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. And the Cardinals want to crank the tempo. To the air on 2nd down. Catch in the middle, it's Foley. Tackled after a gain of 4 on the play, and that takes us to the 2-minute timeout. Cardinals really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. They'll try to move the sticks with Brown. Here's a little room there. Past the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Cardinals! Once he got some room, it was over.
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
Well, here in the 4th quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. So the defense can't stop the clock 3 times here, so they can't just kneel on it. Need to pick up a 1st down and protect this lead. The Cardinals decide to use the first of their 3 timeouts. And now what will they come up with on this 2nd down play? They'll be perfectly content to go right back to the ground here on 2nd and 8. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. Snowed under by the defense. Louisville calls its 2nd timeout. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big 3rd down coming up.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Dropping back, it's Mendoza. He rifles one deep down the right side. And he's got it inside the 10. He's got the first down, and they'll be able to run it out from here. New center down's right on the doorstep for this offense. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Hosley. And he's able to shed 1 tackle, but still just a very short gain.
And the offense trying now to put this thing away. They're going to keep running the football to keep bleeding the clock. They've got the lead here late, now down by the goal line. Just take as many seconds off the clock as you can before snapping this football and keep running.
Second down, they'll go to the air. He almost had the pick, and that could have given them a boost. Instead, it'll be 3rd down.
Man, is that the opportunity they needed? That is exactly what this defense needed. They need to swing momentum. They needed to get the ball back to their offense if they wanted to win this football game. Just such a huge missed opportunity.
Finds his big tight end. Into the house. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W. And the kick is good, but there's a penalty flag, and I think it's going to be roughing the kicker. That score looks as if this one might have put it a little too far out of reach.
Yeah, this game's pretty much over. That was just the icing on the cake. But, you know, speaking of cake, I'm kind of hungry. Can we get out of here? Can we finish this game so I can go get something to eat?
He'll start the return inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Bunch formation for these receivers. Motion from the wideout. Oh, maybe a double pass. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on 1st down.
And this is a tough spot for the QB, man. Like, he knows he's down big and has to make big plays down the field, but also got to be smart because this defense, you can tell, bringing in extra bodies, playing the pass, maybe take the dink and dunk, let your guys make some plays because they are definitely playing the deep ball.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Snagged in the middle, it's Richardson. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker. The offense takes a timeout with 30 seconds left.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this.
There's a crease. Past the 50, the 40. He's at the 30. Inside the 10. Into the house. Touchdown, Louisville.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
And now they'll try to get the 2-point conversion, guys. Tight end now in motion. He wants to throw it. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands. Time is against them, still down by 2 scores, but they'll line up for the onside kick. The hands team doing its job, and that's going to do it for this one.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Guys, if you want to go strictly by the rankings, I guess this was an upset, but to my eyes, we saw two really good teams slug it out, and one of them came out on top.
Yeah, two really good teams, man. That's a reason why they're both ranked. They're both really good, and I tell you what, getting this win proves something to everyone else now. Like, I was ranked below this squad. You beat a team that's ranked above you. Now you start to climb up the charts, build some momentum. This squad's about to get some more respect, Bowman.
I think good teams find ways to win games, especially in a game like this. Two ranked opponents, evenly matched. Who's going to be able to make the plays when it matters the most? You got to give this team credit. This is a big win. It's impressive.